this is the best thing that you can make as a girl if you have period issues, skin issues, hair fall out, because it's like liquid gold. So in Chinese, there's a saying, and it's 女子以血为本. And that essentially just means that the health of a woman is rooted in the health of her blood. And that includes everything we think about and want in our daily lives, from healthy skin to strong, shiny, healthy hair, having healthy and regular periods, being able to sleep every night, and all up until childbirth. And if you think about all those different things, it really does go back to how healthy our blood is. You guys have known that I've been going through my little health journey, and one of the first things that my TCM doctor told me to do, you have to make chicken soup. And the chicken soup is going to help with your periods, it's going to help with your skin, it's going to help with just your general well-being and energy levels, because I told her I also have like sometimes chronic fatigue. For today, I'm going to show you one of the most classic kind of easy recipes that you can do no matter what kind of constitution you have, but depending on what you want more of, you can add different ingredients. So why chicken broth, or why bone broth? We've probably all heard the phrase chicken soup for the soul, but TCM really takes it to a whole new level. I learned that chicken compared to pork and beef, which we'll be making separate videos of, and it's the perfect balance for the female body. And I'm gonna tell you a whole bunch of other tips because I learned so much, like I was making it wrong for my body constitution, and different ingredients will work differently with different people. So let's cook. Okay, so we have all the ingredients here. It's actually really simple to make, which is why I love it. And if you've watched our collagen drink video, you'll see that a lot of the ingredients are actually almost exactly the same, but instead now we're just adding a chicken in there to create this really sweet, delicious soup. So we have a whole chicken, and in TCM, they actually have something called a black silken chicken, which you'll find at specialty supermarkets. But it's actually way more nutritious than a normal white chicken. And especially for girls like me who have menstruation issues, who have low blood pressure, like a weak body constitution, that is probably the best chicken you can get. And then we have the goji berries, and then the jujube dates, and ginger, which is very important when we blanch the chicken and also cook it. And then there's a bunch of additions. So for this soup, you'll find that there's all different types of recipes, because in TCM there's a bunch of herbal ingredients, and you can actually find kind of like pre-made ones like this, but I thought I would just simplify it because these are the ingredients that I know you guys can also get a lot of. But today I'm also going to add a little bit of longyan, which is very sweet, and it goes with the chicken really well. So let's start with the first step, which is blanching the chicken, which removes all the impurities and the scum before we actually simmer it and boil it down. Okay, so we're going to add 2 to 3 slices of that ginger. And then additionally, you can use some cooking wine to add like just a little cap in there as well. And that's gonna help get the scum and the impurities out of the chicken first. And the key thing is to start with cold water and then turn it on medium to high heat. And we're just gonna boil it out. And also, fun fact,
there could also be a period pack or organ pack inside the chicken.
Yes. So take that out. We don't want that. And so what we're going to do is wait for it to boil, and then we'll start to see the like scum and the bubbles and the cloudiness come out of the chicken, and then we'll just scoop that away. So while the chicken is boiling, I just washed and am soaking the jujube dates so that they soften a little bit. Okay, so while that's boiling, I want to talk a little bit more about why soups and bone broths are one of the best things that you can have, specifically according to TCM. So a little story, when I first went in and she told me to make soup for my period, for my skin, for my fatigue and all of that, I was like, okay, cool. Well, Thomas helped me make a chicken soup with carrots and celery and onion. I felt like super confident. I had that all week and I was like, okay, great. And then I went in for my check-in the week after and she was like, what did you put in it? And I told her, like a Western chicken soup. And then she's like, it's okay. And I was like, what do you mean it's okay? I thought chicken soup was just chicken soup. And she's like, well, the carrot is okay for you, but you don't need celery because celery is good for people with high blood pressure.
Traditionally, chicken soup goes very well with date, ginger, and maybe a little American ginseng.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's simple but also very tasty.
Okay.
And because chicken, it has warm properties and it nourishes the blood very well. So it's a go-to food for women.
Oh, okay.
Especially during period and before and during ovulation, it's still good.
Once again, the female body is all about having warming, nourishing foods to allow, the body to naturally do its thing. But I was just all over the shop. I was having iced drinks. I was like having cramps. I was eating whatever I wanted. And these are habits that I formed over a very, very long time for majority of my youth. And so you can imagine why the longer the bad habits, the longer it will take to kind of revert back, which is why for most people, maybe they can get back into balance in 1 or 2 months. But for me, it's actually taken 3 to 5 months. Like I'm still on this ongoing journey. So anyway, let's check on our chicken soup. Pretty much now, when you see it boiling, you can essentially just turn it off. And we're going to pour out all the water and just like rinse off the bubbles and the scum and off the chicken. And then we're going to put it back in the pot, add water again, and that's going to be the actual broth. A chicken sauna. So we're just going to rinse the chicken because there's a lot of those like bubbles and milky stuff still on the chicken, which we don't want. And we're also cooling the chicken down to stop the cooking process for a bit. See all that nastiness? We don't want that nastiness. And that's why this step is so important because it makes the soup really clear, really sweet. And then we're gonna put filtered water over it again and start the whole process. But this time we want the water to cover completely the chicken, at least like 1 or 2 inches on top. And then we're gonna put in everything except the goji berries, like with the collagen drink, right at the very end, like the last 15 minutes. And we're just gonna simmer this for at least 1 to 3 hours because we wanna slowly bring out the flavor. So we're gonna put it on high first, and when it starts bubbling, gonna turn it down to low and then just let that do its thing for about 1 to 3 hours. So another interesting thing is that having it in soup form actually makes it easier for the body to absorb the different nutrients from the chicken. It requires less digestion. So if you already have weak stomach, this is also great to kind of build up the microbiome, build up that stomach energy again so that it repairs itself, especially when your appetite is low. Which is why I always thought soup was kind of like sick people food and I was never interested in it when I was younger. But now it's because like your stomach barely has to do anything to get the highest amount and absorb the highest amount of nutrients, if you think about it. So in traditional Chinese medicine, it's not just about what the ingredient is that's important, it's how it's prepared. It's known that women who are chronically stressed or have poor sleep, their bodies actually have a harder time absorbing nutrients. And in my research, there was like one phrase that really stuck with me as I was like reading some stuff. And it said, chicken soup helps women restore what daily life slowly consumes. And I was like, that is so poetic and beautiful because it's like daily life takes it out of us, right? It's like we're constantly stressed, but also we're using energy on a daily basis. And so this chicken bone broth is essentially like feeding ourselves from the inside because there's only so much skincare can do. Like I can have the best skincare routine, but my skin still feels dehydrated and dull sometimes. That's got nothing to do with how the products actually are. The products are fantastic. It's actually because of other kind of like daily habits that I haven't quite been able to master, like sleeping on time that really dehydrates the skin. And so these are all little things that TCM really kind of puts an emphasis on. It's about the holistic picture. It's not just about doing one thing in life and doing it well. It's about like being able to balance separate categories of our life and bringing it all together so that we can look, feel, and be well. And another reason why we want it on low is because we want the chicken meat to be nice and silky and tender and not like overboiled. So you want low and slow, like retinol, low and slow. Oh, and also this has so much good collagen in it. And I love making like a whole big pot of it because you can actually put it in the fridge and make it with congee the next week. You can drink it as soup for the next week. You can just do so much stuff. We're almost there. I'm going to give it another 30 minutes. We're going to add the goji berry soon, but I just want to introduce you to some of my favorite books. I know I've mentioned them in the past, but I just got this one recently. So I actually follow Dr. Lily Choi on Instagram, and I love this book. It's beautiful, and it kind of outlines the way of TCM and how to understand it and approach it, what the human body is, and breaks down everything. And under blood, it says, blood is a larger concept in TCM than we know it to be in Western medicine. Blood is not just the same blood that comes out of a cut. It also has an energy force that flows through the body, delivering warmth, moisture, and nourishment. And that's why it's so important for us to, as women, cater to it, right? And it says something here about blood deficiency, which was what I was talking about when blood is depleted. And it reminds me of when Dr. Feng, my TCM doctor, said, your blood is weak and it is low, but it's not something that you could go to the doctor and get a test on and they would see it. It's not about the pressure itself. It's actually like the quality of blood. So over the last 3 to 5 months, I've literally just been trying to make soups, eat breakfast, have warming foods, all to nurture my body back into balance. It's a very gradual process of understanding. I feel like with TCM, you kind of have to simultaneously learn about it and live through it and test it and observe yourself and then kind of try something a little bit different and then observe the differences. It is smelling so good. The cooked chicken should be 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 207. So the chicken is cooked. The broth color has actually completely changed color to more of this like dark amber rather than like just watery. So the last steps, I'm gonna add the goji, some salt, and it's just gonna bring out the sweetness actually. I don't like salting it too much because you kind of want to taste the natural flavors, and you can always add more in your individual bowl. Oh my gosh, look how clear and golden this soup looks. It really is the most perfect soup for the constitution of a female body. You see how easy that was? Oh my gosh. Whoa. I think we cooked it to like 2 hours. Like the longer, the slower, the lower, the better. Let's try. I can actually taste the sweetness of the chicken. So it looks really light, but it's actually very sweet. The salt brings out that sweetness actually. And then there's these little pearls of the oil and the collagen fat that we want for our skin and our body. And the chicken is so soft. It was literally breaking away like with a spoon as I was trying to take it out of the pot. And like I said, there's just endless ways you can use chicken broth. So I love making a big pot of this, and you can freeze it as well. And that's actually really helpful as well. You freeze it, you use it anytime that, you just need a quick meal, because having this and some rice and some veggies, some steamed veggies, whatever you have, is a full-on meal. You've got protein, the fats, and you can just add whatever carbs you want. I just want to kind of paint this visual cycle of how this actually feeds into everything else that we girls need. So it starts with proper nourishment, which then goes into our digestion, and the digestion turns our food into energy, and that energy runs through our blood, and our blood is circulated into our skin, our hair, our follicles, and then supports a healthy period, which means no cramps and is a healthy color. And then lastly and finally, our skin. And you're literally like glowing inside out. So the soup really does help to do that and fixes most problems. And like I didn't even mention it, but some of these ingredients also help with things like aiding with sleep and calming your spirit and your soul so that you can, go to bed at a proper time. This is not all, because next I'm gonna make a pork soup. And I wanna mention here, the reason why we started with the chicken soup is because chicken is the most perfect balance, right? Then we're gonna move on to pork. Pork is also neutral, but it's just less naturally sweet like the chicken. And then lastly, we have beef. And beef is the most heating of all. So if you're a person with a very cold body, very cold hands and feet, and like you're almost anemic, you really need that push of blood, especially maybe leading up to the period, we're going to create easy soups for all your needs. So yeah, this is just kind of the all-rounder, I guess, and anyone can enjoy. It's so good. Try and make it for yourself, and I hope you guys look forward to our next recipes, which will be pork and beef. See you in the next one.